Hey, what's up guys? Just wanted to do a short video on how I was getting this undermount sink put in my bar. As you can see here, I've got a 2x4 spanning across the top, and that's just a 1/2 inch threaded rod going down through the center of the sink. There's another 2x4 down here. There it is, holding the sink in place. Come back up to the top here. So this is just dry fit in here right now. I need to go ahead and loosen this nut to drop it down a little ways, and then we're going to put some of this 100% silicone around the edge of the sink, and then I'm going to get my wife down here and we are going to tighten this back up. She's going to tighten it while I hold it in place, and then let that sit for about 24 or 48 hours just to cure up. I put some towels down to protect the countertops. This actually holds it really well. I don't have any worries about it giving way or nothing like that. I also put a few of these, there we go, a few of these mounts underneath the countertop as well to hold the sink on. What these are is just under counter mounts. Put a little bit of epoxy on the back side of this, and I taped it back on the underside of the counter here, and then these little clips will go on with these wing nuts and hold the sink up. So let me loosen this up to drop the sink down a ways, apply the silicone bead, and then we'll tighten everything back up.
After dropping the sink down a few inches, I ran a thick bead of silicone on the mounting edge on the top of the sink. Next, I centered the sink as my wife tightened the nut to raise the sink into place. You'll want to use some channel locks or some pliers to hold the threaded rod so it does not spin when you're tightening the nut. As the sink starts making contact with the countertop, you can position it by hitting the insides of the sink until it is centered. Then you can finish tightening down the mounting bracket. Once in place, I wiped most of the excess silicone away by hand. For further cleanup, read the bottle of the product you use to see what they recommend. In my case, they recommended isopropyl alcohol, so I used a rag to wipe up the rest of the excess silicone.
So after letting this cure for about 24 to 48 hours, we can go ahead and remove everything. And not break the sink while we're at it. Now it's kind of hard to see, but any of the excess silicone that did not get cleaned off, you can just come back and rub and it will come right off. So now we just need some weight to put in here to make sure the sink is going to stay up. Alright. Yeah, I think it's going to work. It's going to work pretty good, huh buddy? Well, Talon has approved it for use, so I think we're good to put on the drain. So this was the easiest way that I found to install an undermount sink. If this video helped you out, be sure to hit the thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, I've gone over almost every step in completing my basement down here. And more recently, I've been going more into some home theater things and just some other DIY projects that I'll be doing. So if you're into that sort of thing, please consider subscribing. Check back soon, and I will see you guys later.